Yes, fellas, hope we're all good in the hizzle, all good in the hood. So my name's Lewis McFarlane, and today we're going to be running through the top 8 habits that made me successful. And success to me might not be having a Ferrari, having a Porsche, having a Rollie on the wrist. Success to me is very, very different, and hopefully in this video, as I run through my process, because to be quite honest, that's all I like to focus on, the process. You might be able to walk away with some more actionables on how you can maybe course correct your life to start winning and deciding how to live life on your own terms based on your values and what you truly want. But hopefully there's some real cool stuff you can take away from this, because guys, who the fuck am I to even say all this? Who the fuck am I to actually say I'm successful? Well, first and foremost, I'm an athlete. I train every single day. I've run marathons, ultra marathons, compete in bodybuilding. I hold a lean 10% body fat physique all year round. I'm a coach and a business owner. I've managed to scale and build an incredible business over the last couple of years that helps hundreds of men every single year transform their life, their physique, their mindset, and get into incredible shape. I'm a partner as well. I've got an amazing fiance in which I've been engaged to now for the last couple of years, 8 years deep inside that relationship. So, you know, you get less for murder these days. But boys, I'm someone that's, when they're in, they're all in. You know what I mean? I'm a leader as well. I lead men every single day, whether it be through my content, my social media, or my one-to-one VIP or elite clients. I'm a creator as well. I create content every single day for you guys to inspire you, to give you maybe inspiration, motivation, how-tos, knowledge, whatever it may be. I'm also a brother. I've got two amazing siblings, older sister and an older brother. I am the youngest out of all three. And I'm also a son. I've got an amazing mum and dad. I was brought up in a cool household. It wasn't like, below the breadline or whatever you want to call it, but we weren't super rich either. We were just humble beginnings, just relatively chill. Your average UK family from Scotland, I was also an ex-pro skateboarder. I don't know if pro is maybe the right word, but I was sponsored. I competed around the UK, and I was pretty good in a skateboard back in the day. And I'm also a qualified mental health expert and practitioner. So I think I like to know a thing or two when it comes to psychology, mental strength, mental health, physique development, living an amazing quality of life, and holding the ship steady through uncertain times. Because doing all of this stuff right here is not easy to handle every single day. And I'm going to explain why, because there's a disclaimer which comes before, because I think in life, right, we can look at other people and we can sometimes think, yep, I want their life. I want the car, I want the money, I want the girls, I want all this. But quite frankly, you don't know what they've done to get there. And if you could trade places with them, you'd probably be rudely awakened by how challenging it is to live like them every single day to achieve the level of success in which you feel that they have, when in reality they've just done step by step, thing by thing, time and time again to reach the level in which they're at there. So my goals personally for me, they're very individual. The goals that you have might not be the goals I have, right? But if you align with what I go through today and you're like, fuck, this guy Lewis, he's very similar to me, then I'll tell you what, this probably will work very well for you. I've had 10 years of practice, trying, failing, winning, succeeding, whatever you want to call it, under my belt. Been playing the long game with it, boys. Playing the long game with it. And the way I approach things is very, very different to how others will approach things, okay? So if you do follow the way I do things and you're like, you know what, this resonates with me, then by all means implement it and run with it. And as I've touched on previously, if you're anything like me, this will actually work for you. I want to highlight every day, for me, brings new stress. There's never a day goes by where there's not a pressure crack in my mental state or my physique. I expose myself to a hell of a lot of challenge and change every single day, and I'm fine with that. I've got a palate for eating shit sandwiches, and I think the quality and the level of success which you have in your life is directly in proportion with the amount of stress in which you can manage. So that's something I used to be really bad with. If any stress, pressure, or setback happened, I would crumble straight away. I also love working hard. I really actually do just love strapping in and pushing. I know there's like an anti-hustle culture these days, but quite frankly, I just love grinding. I love waking up early, doing the work, And quite frankly, I just validate myself from within. I don't really care about all the external stuff, the possessions, the cars, the watches, the clothes. You can have all that and that's cool, but I validate myself from who I am. And for example, let's say you're going through a cut or a bulk or something and you're scared about taking your t-shirt off because you look a bit flat or you look a bit fat or a bit skinny, a bit this. I don't give a fuck about that. I know who I am, I know what I validate myself on, and when you're so process driven, you can get through any of the highs and lows because you know where you're heading is going to be far better than where you currently are. Do you know what I mean? So that's a wee bit of a disclaimer, a bit of mindset about the who, the what, the why, and how we're going to do this. So habit number one, right, my morning process, right, and there's some horrible noises going on outside, but I'm going to continue cracking on. My morning process is where it all happens. So I'll wake up anywhere between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. every single day, and I kick off with hydration. I get the electrolytes in, big bottle of water, then I sit and I read and reflect 10 pages every single morning. Then I reflect on the lessons learned from those pages, and I write a full page of identity creation based upon the pages and who I now need to be for that given day. This allows me to essentially course correct my entire life and set a new tone, because yesterday's wins aren't today's nor tomorrow's today. So you have to start fresh every single day with the mindset of, right, who am I going to be today? Who do I need to be to become the very best version of myself? Very similar to, you know, when you plant a seed, you don't have to tell it to become a tree, it just becomes a tree. So you have to affirm who you really fucking are and who you need to be for that day to allow the success in which you want, the growth in which you want to take place. And that allows you to course correct, okay? Because if you wake up with a negative mindset, you wake up tired, fatigued, this in the morning about hydration, getting your mind right, getting your body right, will course correct you to win that given day. So it's always about starting as you mean to go on with a fresh intention, a new mindset, and an opportunity that you can tackle because you have now state managed yourself to the standard that you need to be in, so you can elevate. Okay, and that's where the music comes in as well. It's like, put on the tunes that you love to make you feel good, to make you want to dance around, and you're going to notice by hammering this first chunk, this first habit chunk, you will start feeling extremely good in yourself for the given day. Habit number two is a workout, number one. So warm up with cardio every single day, anywhere between 75 to 150 calories of cardio, whether it be on a bike, a rower, ski erg, something just to get sweaty, get a pump, get my body, my mind, my breathing right. And then I train weights for anywhere between 45 minutes and 60 minutes to push my body, challenge myself in force and metabolic adaptation. And that's where the strength comes in. So really pushing hard like a strength trainer or a bodybuilder, and then really just trying to challenge my body so it can actually change. Because I want to build an elite physique for myself. I want to have that elite body, that admirable status, that physique that people just look at and say, do you know what, I know he works hard. Because guys, it's so fucking rainy outside. I hope you can still hear me. But the thing is, like, when you are someone who has an amazing bill of health, a physique, that's where the real respect is. Because a respectable physique in 2025 is rarer than having £1 million in the bank. It's rarer than having a Ferrari. So if you can really capture your body, lock it in, you will have more status and respect than someone who has more money or a car. You know what I mean? Then a running focus. I'm prepping for a marathon currently right now. So 3 days per week, there is different varieties of running to be done. So I might mix up the weights for the running in the morning, but either way, I'm still doing cardio and weights every single day. And I also train my midsection daily, so core work daily. I want a tight, aesthetic six-pack, vascular abs that just look athletic, nice V taper. And I don't really have any junk volume in my workouts, so they're very short, sharp, sweet, straight to the point, effective and efficient. And I always set a timer when I'm training for that time-based training, because I'm a busy guy and I don't want to spend more time than necessary in the gym. And I think you guys should as well. Habit number 3, once the gym session's done, is coming up the road after a reset and refuel. So meal 1 is locked in, which will most likely be carbohydrates, plenty of protein, nice amount of healthy fats. I wash myself, I change, I get myself into a nice healthy spot to start the day. So aftershave is on, hair's done, the clothes that I want to wear are on that make me feel like I'm in a nice, clean stage of mind. And that allows me to settle in and just start attacking the work which is in front of me with calm, clear energy and not feeling like, oh, I need to shower, I need to eat, I need to do this. It's like, no, all of the things are done. Mind, body, done. And that allows me to really focus on the needle movers inside the business for a minimum 2 hours every single day. And that could look like tracking KPIs, numbers, touching base with the team, could be doing check-ins, calls. It can vary day to day, but as we dive deeper into this video, I'm going to show you exactly how the setup actually looks. Habit number 4 is the state elevation. So after 2 hours deep work has been done, if there's still more cardio to be done that day, I will go out for a run, which will be anywhere between 3 to 12 miles of running. Caffeine will come in, I'll be educating myself whilst running. It will be a podcast that I'm listening to, or some sort of educational resource that will help me become more creative down the line that given day. When I get to a stage of the run, I'm not trying to just focus on getting another foot in front of myself, but I'm looking at wide lens thinking. And see, when you're running down a road and you focus only just on like a car, that's closed lens thinking. Okay, like me right now, this is closed lens thinking. But see, if you stand back and you look at a room, you see everything in the room. This really is good for the synapses in your brain, right? So if you can, let's say, go a run and just keep your eyes wide and open rather than looking at the floor, it will turn on your brain in a different way and allow you to become a lot more creative and think differently, which is going to be super impactful for business owners, especially when they're thinking or working on certain creative projects, tasks, or they need to start thinking about future-based actions that could be put in place to allow their frequency to be elevated and their goals and their mission to be bigger. And I took that straight away from Huberman Lab. He was doing a podcast the other day when he was speaking about wide lens thinking, and I just thought it was incredible. It makes complete sense. I didn't know I was doing it already, but I was. But anytime I go a run and I'm just focused on all the surroundings, everything going on, I always come back from the run just so creative, so fired up, so ready to go. And that allows me just to really lock back in and execute on all the things that now need to be done for the rest of the day. Habit number 5 is dialogue work. So once I've kind of worked on myself, the business, I've fueled up, I've done cardio, I've done loads of fluff work, I can get on calls, which I'm going to be doing for about 4 hours later on today, which is going to be with my elite clients. One-to-one, anywhere between 45 and 90 minutes per client, really going deep on the mindset, the habits, the routines, the physique, the processes. Then it could be loom check-ins and stuff similar to what I'm doing right now, but touching base with certain clients, helping them with their journey, their roadmaps and stuff. Podcasting, YouTube, content focus, deep reflection. Once I'm speaking for the day, I can't stop speaking. I'm just like boom, 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 boom. So I try backload it all together and make sure when I'm in a vocal or more dialogue focused work block that I just get as much speaking done as possible, because it gets the juices flowing more than anything else. And you'll see from the previous habits that the mind's right, the body's right, the thinking's right, the creativity's there. You can just lock all the way in, and you're just going to be in flow state for the rest of the day. Habit number 6 will be fluff work. So once all the main stuff's done, I can start leaning into comms and touch points and responses, whether it be to inquiries, DMs. I'll crush another meal around this time, which will be again more protein, carbs and fats. I do run a low fat diet right now, high carbohydrate and high protein, just because of the amount of volume I'm doing. But yeah, touch points with clients, it could be voice notes, text messages, communication with any leads, inquiries that are coming in. And this is a high energy focus, and I will spend 90 minutes on this exactly. And I just need to be effective and efficient with how I now do this, because it's a big needle mover inside the business, just making sure communication is very consistent and dialed in. So I focus on that for 90 minutes while fueling up and just having a bit of food, bit of work, bit of food, bit of work. And then over the course of that 90 minutes, I might have responded to 50, 60, 70 plus people and got them all winning for the next chapter of the day. Then habit number 7, connection focus. So 45 minutes, I'll spend time trying to connect with 10 new people, looking to search for 1 to 3 new opportunities to either grow, scale, or add into the business. 5 gratitude messages to 5 people that I'm deeply inspired by, that are doing amazing things, that I want to show my appreciation for. And then be of service. So anyone who needs me, I'm just going to be there for them. If some random guy on Instagram is like, dude, really struggling with this, need to sort this, I'll just jump on a call with me, let's chat, let's hash things out. And I'll spend 45 minutes doing that and just trying to help as many new people as possible move along the tracks that little bit further with their own individual journey. And then habit number 8 is the wind down. So plan and recover. The full day of work's been done. A hell of a lot has happened. A YouTube has been out, a Spotify podcast has been out, clients have been updated, everything's been sorted, there might be new leads in the business, whatever it may be, like we've trained twice, like we're winning, 2 meals are in, 3 meals are in, whatever it may be. And then we're going to focus on planning tomorrow today, so that's a crucial habit to focus on. I'll maybe do some sauna and ice bath therapy in a night time just to really regulate my nervous system. I'll have some nice dinner, I'll chill out, and I'll have some PM reflection with the fiance. So reflecting on the day's work, planning for tomorrow, tracking data, and course correction for the day ahead. So that's going to be, again, brain dumping, getting everything clear out of my mind for the following day, so I can wind down and go to bed in a really nice, deep, relaxed state, allow me to really switch off and have a good quality sleep, so I can wake up the next day and do it all over again. And guys, all of this stuff, the 8 habit framework, I'll do this for every single one of our clients in the elite coaching program. We break things down so you can not only live one day but 3 days in every single day, morning, afternoon and night, and really get a hell of a lot more done from a purpose and productivity standpoint, so you can optimize your physique and your performance with body and business and really just operate at your absolute best across the board. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you're following the daily habits at Lewis McFarlane Coaching over on Instagram. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.